Alright guys, so last night LRB-Pan came out, and I'm really excited to use her, because I think she's a very, very good unit, is what I'm going to say. So, if you know what she does, feel free to skip forward a little bit in the video. Right now we're just going to be breaking her down. So we're actually going to start off with her stats, because her stats are actually kind of a weird thing. Her HP, considering she has the free-to-play potential system, she's the only LR in the game with the free-to-play potential system. She has the plus 3,000. Her HP is through the roof. She has almost 20,000 HP. Her attack is pretty low, like about as good as most banner units. And her defense is actually very good as well. So her stats are pretty good. She is one of those new free-to-play LRs with a 59 team cost. Her LR Goku and Raleigh both have that. If there's another one I'm forgetting, but I apologize if I am. So her leader skill recovers 3,333 HP of whatever character is collecting the orbs type. And if that doesn't make sense to you, it doesn't really matter. It's a bad leader skill. Like, it's not good. Now, her super attack, she can stun. And then on her 18 key, she has a medium chance to stun. And one thing I'm going to say is, as of the time of me recording this at least, there's a bug right now on Global, where... So it's supposed to be she supers early. She's supposed to super from like 9 key, and then she's supposed to get her 18 key from like 15 key. But on Global that's broken right now. So she does have a 12 and an 18 key instead of a 9 and a 15 key. But yeah, 12 key just has a chance to stun, which is not a good chance at all. A medium chance is probably like 30%. A chance is probably like 10 or 15. So you know, that's a thing. Now we're gonna move forward. Her passive is she recovers 33% of damage dealt as HP and a high chance of reducing damage received by 55%. So now one thing that's really good about her damage reduction is it's a high chance of it activating, which is 50%. But it's not like a lot of the damage reduction in the game where it will activate at the start of the turn or it won't. So if you're ever blocking like 10 attacks, hers can activate on any of the attacks. It can activate on the first one, and if it doesn't, then it can activate on the second one, and if it doesn't, it can activate on the third one. And because of that, I feel like it is a much better ability than the way that, like, there are a few units that are the other way. I can't really think of any of them right now, but and the recovers 33% HP. It's not crazy broken just because she doesn't have an attack buff, but she does have a pretty decent attack stat. And whenever she has her active skill active, it's insane. So Leave It to Pan is her active skill, and if you haven't heard it in English, you're not going to hear it in this video, but it doesn't sound great. Gives all allies 33% attack for 1 turn, and this is a true 33% attack buff. So it's not like a normal support type passive where it's 33% before everything is all put together. This is plus 33% to their total attack. So it's kind of busted. Her links all in the family: Sand, Land Use, Battlefield, Diva, GT, the Innocence, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. So pretty much the only real attack links there. We got the Innocence, and we have Legendary Power. So that breakdown took a lot longer than breakdowns normally take, but, you know, this B-Pan does have some stuff to talk about, especially considering there's some issues right now in Global. So we're going to start off. As you can see, we are taking her into a type disadvantaged event, and I'm doing that on purpose. I just want to see how well she's going to defend with type disadvantage. And I do think that she is going to be, like, one of the best defensive units in the game. Alright, 830,000. That is with a little bit of support from the other Pan and the Innocence active, but still, that's not bad considering she's healing. Let's see how much she takes from this. I think her damage reduction is active. 16k. Okay, so I know that's against the first phase, but that's really, really good. And I know most of the time, like, if someone's showcasing a unit, they will just put them on a type advantaged event. But because B-Pan is more of a defensive unit, I feel like seeing how she tanks against type disadvantage is better, because everyone can tank pretty well against type advantage, but against type disadvantage, like, even if she doesn't tank super well here, which I think she will, I don't want to finish this too fast, but there's no way to not get Goku a super. But even if she doesn't tank super well here, just know that this is the worst she's going to tank, you know? Because this is type disadvantage, so if we took her into the Transforming Vegeta event, even without her passive active, she would tank, because she has LR stats, and she's on like a 170 leader skill, even though Goku's family does give 130% to defense, I'm pretty sure, but you know, that doesn't super matter. And her active skill just gets the most out of any unit. So, like, I remember a few days ago, I was about to record the video on a Rainbow Super Kaioken Goku, and I was like, actually, I think I'm going to wait for LRB Pan, because LRB Pan just gets so much out of these units. It's insane. So the rotation we're going to get next turn, it would be her best rotation if... So, like, here's her active skill. Now, this is actually her exact best rotation if we were below 50% HP, because then this Goku would give the extra 20%. Yeah, he gives an extra 20% when you're below 50% HP, which isn't something you're going to see that often when you have Pan on the team, just because, remember, Pan does heal 33% of the damage she does is health, which, you know, that's a lot better than what I feel like a lot of the units have, like Int Kid Buu. Int Kid Buu heals like 12% of your total HP, whereas she heals 33% of the damage she does. So, like, here she won't heal much if it's not a crit, but if it is a crit, she's going to heal so much. And here she does have the Innocence and Legendary Power active, which are her two main links. So this is going to be a really, really good look here. I do think I might cut later just to this exact same rotation with her active skill, just below 50% HP, and see where we are. And let's see what she's at here. 1.5 million. That is kind of crazy. If she crits... Okay, she stunned. She did 300,000 damage. So she basically just healed us up 100,000 HP and stunned him. Okay? And she added a lot of damage. Okay. You know, because I feel like there's no way that we aren't going to finish this here, we're just going to do the active skills. Now, I don't think the active skills are actually going to finish this off here, unless if my Super Saiyan 4 Goku crits, because I purposely brought a friend Super Saiyan 4 Goku that had 0 orbs. Yeah, the active skills actually aren't going to finish this off here, that's funny. See, like, my friend Super Saiyan 4 Goku has 0 orbs. I didn't even know people still did this, but I did this on purpose so that the friend Super Saiyan 4 Goku wouldn't steal the show from B-Pan. And actually, to try and prevent that, I think I am going to keep the friend Super Saiyan 4 Goku on rotation. So hopefully this doesn't finish. Yeah, it didn't. So we are going to keep the friends on rotation to try and just keep mine out of the spotlight. Okay. And there's no way that we can't not finish this off, if that makes any sense. So we're going to see how well she can take against God Goku. I really do want to see how well she's going to tank against Blue Goku, like even a super attack from Blue Goku. Just hoping that her passive gets activated, because 55% reduction with LR stats, I wish I had been checking her defense. I've actually forgot to do that, but she should have pretty decent defense. Alright, let's just see. She's at 59k defense, which is a decent amount. We all know that Easy Goten tanks really well, and he's at 73k. Now the difference is Goten does stack defense on Super, but, you know, whatever. See, like, this is one bad thing about Global. Also, I would expect some stone compensation. Maybe, like, 2 or 3 stones. Because that... okay, actually, never mind. Because of Goten, we did get an 18 key, but we shouldn't have. See, like... I would expect, like, 2 or 3 stones and maybe some Zenny or something for this, because there are a lot of people who won't even notice this, right? Because there are some people that, like, didn't do it every day, so they aren't going to get their B-Pan for, like, 3 days, 4 days, a week, I don't know. Okay, so she's taking 8k. I'm not sure if that's with her passive active. It could have been. But 8k type disadvantage, again, that's not bad. I don't think she had her passive active, because Goten's defense wasn't much better. Okay, I'm not sure, actually. Now, what sucks here is that the friend Super Saiyan 4 Goku has very bad defense. We're gonna do this and pray. Actually, yeah, I have an Ox King. We're gonna use an Ox King. Yeah, now we're definitely fine. Okay, so this event is actually taking us a little bit of a long time. So I think we're gonna get a look at her next rotation, and then I'm gonna cut to her tanking with Blue Goku, and then maybe cut to her best attack. Is how I think this is gonna work. I am really excited for B-Pan, because, like, with her, no items run on, like, a lot of stages of Super Battle Road just became a lot easier. Like Super STR, it was possible before, much easier now. Hybrid Saiyans, I think it was probably possible before, I'm not even sure. Now, it's easy. The Super Stage, now I think free-to-play can do it as soon as the LR Gopunks comes out. You can use the Seekers of the Dragon Ball team. I will be doing a video on that. Ooh, okay. So here, that's 3, 6 key, we're at 11. So this is 17 key super. So we're going to be seeing what she can do on a 17 key. Yeah, let's do that. And I also kind of hope that her passive doesn't activate on the first hit. I want to see the difference between her passive active. I just remembered that Goku stunned. Okay, whatever. Okay, she got an additional, but no. See, like, that's one thing that I like, is, like, because it's part of her passive, the healing, if she gets additionals and they're normals, like, a normal crit can still do some good damage, so she can still heal from that. Whereas if she got it on super, like Kid Buu, if Kid Buu does an additional normal, okay, Goku, calm down. He doesn't recover any HP, and that was, like, one of the best parts of Kid Buu's kit, is, like, obviously he hit really hard, but also he was very good at, restoring HP. Now, here's another one of those times where it's like, because I'm not giving Super Saiyan 4 Goku a super, I'm kind of nervous. Although, if we do get hit hard enough here, we could have her best rotation next turn. Her best rotation is kind of tricky, though, because you do need to be above 30% for the physical band's passive to be active. Okay, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku just countered a super. That's pretty great. Although, it would have been better if he didn't, because now, like, that would have probably made it to where we could have her passive active, and now we won't. I mean, the Goku's passive, I mean. But anyway, I always go off on tangents, I apologize. But her best rotation is a little tricky because the physical pan, I'm pretty sure for her passive, to be active, you need to be above 30% HP. And to have Goku's full passive active, not that Goku, this Goku, you need to be below 50%. So it's a little tricky. Now here, remember that LRB Pan does not have legendary power active. I just put her in the first slot to see how well she would tank against Blue Goku. I do want to see, okay, double digits. So she's taken for double digits. I want to see how much she takes from a super. Okay, so she's not recovering too much HP. I want to, but you see, the HP recovery is insane if you get additionals or crits, so that's why, like, I went a little more additional than crit on my pan, just because I like the extra chance to stun. But if you went crit because you want that extra healing, I mean, that's a good option. If you went dodge because she's a tank, that's a good option. Like, there's no bad way to build pan, because pan is just good all around. Okay, ouch. That wasn't where I wanted to get supered. So we've seen that pan can tank really, really well. I am about to try and get the rotation with B-Pan's active skill in between 30 and 50% HP with these two units. We'll be back in a second, y'all. Alright, guys. We are back, and this took way less time than it should have. I did accidentally use the active skill, like, just now. I used it before I cut back. I'm sorry. But the active skill is active. You will be able to tell by how much damage she does. Now, this did not take near as long as it should have. I feel like it should have taken much longer. These two did help. The two, just Int Gohan's getting hit really hard. So this is not something you're going to see very often from B-Pan. And we are just in that perfect little threshold to where Physical Pan does still have her passive, and Goku has his full passive. So B-Pan could get a little bit higher if we did just have the Goku on the first slot and get an 18 key. But here I didn't bring any key up items, so we don't have the 18 key. Although wait, I think Pan might give a slight attack modifier. I'll have to check that actually. So maybe this is her best. 2.2 million. Free to play, she's gonna heal up from this. 1.75 million no crit. 1.75 no matter what your HP is, that's gonna fully heal you. So hold up, I actually think Physical Pan might have got, yeah, she does. Okay, so that was actually you're never gonna see her get that high. That's the highest I think she can get. That was actually, like, kind of crazy. So B-Pan is actually a crazy good unit. You're never gonna see her get as high as she just got, but you know, that doesn't matter. Even if she doesn't get to 2.2 million attack, she still can get pretty decently high, and with a pretty decently high attack, recovers 33% HP, has 55% damage reduction. She's a very solid overall unit for the difficult modes, and even a fun unit to use in normal modes just because of her active skill. She's very, very good. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been blah, and I'll see you guys next time.